Good morning, everyone. It is another Makeup Monday, and I'm starting out this Monday prepping my face for my Zoom meeting that I have in about an hour. So what I want to do is start with a nice clean slate for my face. I'm going to use my Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer, and I'm taking my fingers and dipping it in the product and just applying it to the face, my forehead, my cheeks, under my eyes. Even though I do have an under eye primer, I'm liking this effect that it's leaving on my face when I apply my eye concealer. So I'm just using it on my chin, rubbing it in really well, just preparing the face for the beat. All right, now I am taking the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and this is the original formula. What I'm doing is I'm placing this product on my eyebrows. And the reason why I'm doing it is because it really keeps my eyebrow hairs in place. It makes a paste to really keep them from moving all over the place once I apply the product. You can also use this on your eyelids. That's actually what it is for. However, I like to use it to set my brows. And what I'm doing is using my ring finger to evenly distribute the product in between my eyebrow hairs. I really need to get my eyebrows done, but this method really helps me get them ready for product application. Here I'm using the translucent powder by Sasha Cosmetics to really just prep these eyebrows for the product. Now I am using my favorite eyebrow pencil. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil in the color Auburn. This Auburn color is such a rustic color for redheads, us who wear red, or Auburn color extensions or wigs, or it just really brings out my extensions. It really brings out my eye color, but it is a reddish brown, and sometimes I will switch it up and use a dark brown or a light brown pencil, but I really just like this pencil. This pencil just really works for me. Now I'm taking my Morphe straight edge brush and I'm just carving out my brows. I'm using the Juvia's Place concealer in number 15, and I like to go across the top of my brows first when I'm really going for a different kind of look. Sometimes I'll start underneath the brow, but here I just started at the top of the brow, and you always lift your eyebrows up, like the expression of like you're asking a question, but there's skin that's there that you really want to get it taut so you get the best application when cleaning out your brow and applying concealer. Now I'm just moving right over to the other brow as well, cleaning up the middle, and now I'm going to go under the brow and on down to the eyelid. And this is just going to create a base for my eyeshadow. I am going to attempt the cut and crease today. I'm not very good at it. I am most definitely a beginner, so if it looks a bit wonky, still like this video anyway. Next, I am setting this concealer for my eyelid. I'm using another Morphe brush, and I'm setting it with the Mercier translucent powder. I noticed that when I don't set it, or if I set it last, this area, I will get a lot of creasing. Here you see me so excited, like I'm creating eye looks with my old school Lorac palette, and you can see that it has been quite used. I was excited to do this. It just brought back so many memories on my makeup journey. Here I am sweeping in the color Sable in my crease, and I'm just using the back and forth motion. And now I'm doing it on the other eye. Starting off with Sable as the transition shade. Now I am attempting to cut the crease. I'm using an F brush on the lid, and I'm using that same Juvia's Place concealer in the number 15. Again, I am not a professional cutting creaser, so just bear with me. I'm taking my time. My lines are not really straight, but I'm just, let's learn with me. Let's learn this thing together. And now that the concealer has dried down a bit, I started taking that same shade that I used in my transition and started putting it on the outermost corners of my eyes. And I know this looks a bit, weird, but it's all going to come together. I'm using an eyeshadow brush from Sephora, and I'm packing in this really pretty coppery color in the innermost crease. And this color is called Garnet. It's also in the same palette. And I know with cutting crease looks, you really have to pack the color on to really get it to pop. And I'm just applying that method, the back and forth, just adding more and more color. Now here, I really wanted all of my colors to sort of blend in together. So I'm using Expresso from that same palette, working the outermost area of the eye and just blending all of these colors together. It does look a bit flat to me, especially when I look at other looks online, but again, I am a beginner. Every winner was once a beginner. Here I'm taking one of my favorite foundations, the Fenty Beauty foundation in the color 370, and I'm using the Fenty Beauty foundation brush to really just apply this to my skin. And I like to start at the bottom half of my face first because that's the area that has most of the discoloration. Next, I'm taking just very small amounts of this same foundation and using it on my forehead. My forehead is actually like my favorite part of my face because it has like no discoloration. So it doesn't need a whole lot of product like the bottom half of my face. So what I like to do is put just a little foundation on my forehead, work it in, and then I'm done. Now I'm taking my Tarte Cosmetics concealer in the color Deep Tan Honey, and I'm just applying it under the eye. I've already contoured using the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundation in the color Ebony, and here I'm just blending the contour out. And I'm also just allowing that concealer under my eyes to set. When you let it set for a while before you blend it out and let it dry down, you get the best application. Now I'm taking the Juvia's Place concealer in number 15 to highlight the bridge of my nose, my forehead, the tip of my nose, the sides of my cheek to really carve them out at the bottom. I'm going to also do my chin and under my nose, my upper lip area to really bring those dimensions into my face. I wet my beauty blender and I'm just blending out the highlighter. Here, I don't really let it sit because I don't want it as pronounced and as highlighted as I like under my eyes to be. And here, you see my hand is wet. I just got the beauty blender more damp. And now to really blend the contour and the highlight together, there's still some foundation on that foundation brush. And what I'm doing is I'm just using it to soften a lot of the edges so that it all just seamlessly flows together. And now I'm just blending out the concealer. As you can see, it dried down really nicely. I have creasing under my eyes. I do have smile lines. I am a 30 girl. I'm in my 30s. So those lines are more pronounced now. And to really stop a lot of the creasing, I just like that concealer underneath just to dry down. And I'm using the end of the beauty blender just to blend everything all together. Next, I am using the bronzing blush powder from Nars in the shade Casino, and I'm using it to set the stick foundation Ebony And I'm using an angle brush from Sephora. Now I am using the Mercier translucent powder just to set all those areas where I highlighted. And I'm going really light with them because I don't want it to be really pronounced. Now I'm using this liquid liner. I also do not know how to do a wing liner, so I do something that I call like a baby wing. But this liquid liner is by IT Cosmetics and it's in the color Super Black. It's their superhero liner. And now I'm just applying it to the other eye. And again, you see that I don't know how to do a wing. As long as I've been wearing makeup, my biggest focus was just on covering my acne. So a lot of the different techniques, I just don't know how to do those. Now, before I apply my lashes, I am coating my natural lashes with the Bad Gal Mascara. And it's by Benefit Cosmetics. So I went ahead and added the shade Garnet to the lower lash line, and also used the MAC Pencil Feline in my waterline. And as my mascara was drying down a bit, I went ahead and used the Mercier Glow Powder. It's another one of her translucent powders, but I use it just to highlight the high points of my face, so my cheek area, under my eyebrows. Now it's time to apply these lashes. I am wearing the Ella lashes by Lily Lashes, and I've already done one lash, and now I'm just putting the other one on. It is so hard putting on lashes with the camera and the light, so I had to employ both hands as well as my tweezers. And so if you guys do see my lips move, I am on the phone talking to a family member this early in the morning. You know, our family members get up early, so hey, why not? And you do see that I have some Sephora lip liner in the color brown on my lips. I wasn't sure where I was going to do with lips, so I just went ahead and lined them. And I wasn't sure, so I just went ahead and used, this is the Fenty Beauty lip color, and it is in the color Unveil. And it was so dark, it was too dark for me, so I added more concealer, and I'm applying it with my Artiste brush. I just applied it in the middle of my lips. That's the number 15. And then I added a sheer gloss Candy Baby from Victoria's Secret. And now you can see that I'm applying my bottom lashes. Well, not really bottom lashes, bottom lash mascara. I haven't mastered bottom lashes at all yet. And now this is the final look. I am so ready. I'm using my Morphe setting spray just to set it all in place. I am bathing in this spray. And this is the final look. And I hope you guys really liked it and enjoyed it. And thank you so much for your time while I get ready for this meeting. You guys have a wonderful Monday. Mwah.